What's up, guys? It's McNulty here. Welcome back to the channel. So it has been a very, very busy week. I hope you guys are all still doing well. But we've got another portal that's dropped in today on a Friday morning. I don't know when they've last dropped a portal on a Friday morning, but it is the Legend Summon that we've got again. And we have got Nogu in the Legend Summon. So apparently there's 2 new heroes available. I reckon that's probably going to be a costume, but we're definitely going to have a look at Nogu today, the champion of the Olympics. So we're going to see what he's all about. So without any further talking, let's get into the portal. Let's have a look at him. So Nogu is going to be one of the Champions family heroes. So he is our newest champion. We have had Satori, we have had Normal Norman, and now we've got Nogu. Satori has received probably the most amount of buffs I've ever seen for a brand new hero. He just keeps getting buffed every single week, it seems. But let's have a look at these guys. I think they're really pushing to make this portal relevant again. So I do like the champion so far. Let's see if Nogu's going to be any different. So first of all, he is of the Champions family, so they get a bonus for 1, 2, or 3 heroes. Now, the bonus has been changed as of, I think it was yesterday, where they changed it from an increase in special skill damage, and it's now an increase in the attack. So it goes for a bonus from 1, 2, or 3 heroes, 35, 50%, or 65% attack. Now that is a permanent bonus, and I really do like that, actually. I think the special skill damage was good, but I think that the attack bonus, in terms of being a boost to the stats straight away, it's kind of like having the attack up ether talent without having to have it, and for it lasting for the whole battle. And it can go up to an increase of 65% if you get multiple heroes on your team. So that I do like in terms of what they've done in terms of the changeover in the family bonus for them. And then he's got these multiple passives, huge amount of passives for these heroes. Why has he disappeared? Right, so the first passive he gets is the mana buff on the status ailment received. This is now a 24% mana generation increase for 3 turns when he receives a status ailment or a negative stack. So any ailment that he gets, he's going to be able to charge faster, which is great because, I mean, that would be nice in terms of healing heroes, but we haven't seen one yet from the Champions family, but I'm sure we will. So a good passive. And then the mana on health boosting special skill. So he gains 10% mana every time an enemy casts a special skill that directly boosts health. So that is an increase in mana generation alongside any health boost that he receives, which again is awesome. And he gets, they've changed this one as well, the health boost on enemy health boost. So the character gets 450 boosted health every time an enemy casts a special skill that directly boosts health. So, I mean, that is just awesome because if any hero on the enemy team boosts their health, he's going to be receiving 450% boosted health for doing nothing. So I love that passive. I think the passives are great with this hero. And he is of the Ranger class, so he gets a chance to bypass. That is his talent. It's a pretty good class, especially for attacking heroes. And he looks like he's going to be one with that javelin. So we'll see what the pointy end of that looks like. In terms of team power, right, this is the big moment that we've all been waiting for ages now. We have a new hero released in the portal with 1,000 team power. And now I know the toon heroes and things like that have over 1,000, but they are costumes. So I don't class them as being the exact same as this. This is a brand new hero on release with 1,000 team power. So mark this day, whatever date it is, as the first time we've seen a hero with 1,000 team power upon release, which is just bonkers. So 1,027 on the attack, 999 on the defense, and 1,689 on the health. So we know the stats are good. We just know they're good. With limit breaks and emblems, he gets the attack up ether talent as well. So remember, that stacks on top of his family bonus. And those stats are, again, just ridiculous, just really, really high. And I know that legendary troops are kind of bridging the gap in a way. They're kind of slowing down the game, which it definitely needs. And they're giving you that ability to increase the stats of your heroes by really big amounts in order to make them competitive. So it kind of gives you a little bit of gap bridge. But obviously you can have the same troops and you can have the same things that you have with all the other older heroes with the newer heroes as well. So I don't know if that's going to work as well, but he's certainly got some beefy stats, put it that way. So let's move on to his special skill. So Nogu is running at fast speed. And at fast speed, he's got the perfect throw, apparently. So he will deal 460% damage to the target and minor damage to nearby enemies. So that's a big amount of damage at fast speed. 460% is probably one of the harder hitting fast speed heroes. Plus he deals an extra 230% damage to the nearby enemies. And then the target and the nearby enemies receive 678 bleed damage over 3 turns. That will be with the limit breaks and emblems. Without them, it will be at 504 bleed damage over 3 turns. So it's a decent amount of dot damage over the following 3 turns. And for the next 3 turns, the target and nearby enemies convert all boosted health received to max health reduction. That's very interesting. That's the first time we've seen any skill like that. Max health is reduced more for targets that already have boosted health. Yeah, that's the little question mark explains that the max health can't get lower than 30%. And it also says when boosted healing's converted, the max health reduction is doubled if the target already has boosted health. So this guy is pretty good because he's going to be one that you're going to forget about very easily. I think that skill at the end of his special is really good. So let's just check it out again. The target and nearby enemies convert all boosted health to max health reduction. So that is interesting, really interesting. I mean, if you've got a hero with a big health boost, let's say the hero that you attacked is going to boost the health by say 400. Instead of boosting the health by 400, they're going to reduce the health by 400. Unless they already had boosted health or have boosted health, in which case they're going to reduce the max health by double the amount. So he's a really good counter to boosted health heroes. Obviously, it's not going to apply against regular healers. So there is a workaround if you're going up against him on offense. So you're taking certain heroes against him. You're going to try not to take boosted health heroes if possible because he can be punishing. The fact that he's running at fast speed is just huge, and the damage that he's dealing is pretty huge as well. I mean, 460% plus the 230s to either side. I think he's going to be dealing a boatload of damage, this guy. I do like the dot damage as well. There's a lot to like about this hero. I'm not seeing anything that's making me say that he's not an absolute A+ hero. I think he's going to be great. And I don't think that there's anywhere on his special where I see him being underpowered. But I think if anything, the health boost conversion thing that he's got going on is quite niche because it's got to be against the right hero for it to be effective. But then having said that, there are a load of boosted health heroes in the game, and he doesn't just punish them with that, he punishes them with his passives as well, where he's receiving the mana on health boosting special skill, and he is receiving his own health boost on an enemy health boost as well. So he's a massive counter to boosted health heroes. So yeah, a great hero in Nogu, and 1,000 team power. Woohoo! Now, who else is new in this portal? So they said there were 2. So we've got Nogu, and then I think it's going to be the costume for Kiona. Not holding out the highest hopes for this one, but let's have a quick look at her anyway. So she is of the fighter class in this costume. She was a rogue in the other costume. Not really a huge difference in terms of which one's actually better. 2018 family bonus gets the increased defense. I mean, you can take care of that with troops nowadays. Costume bonuses make her a bit more relevant, so a massive increase in the attack, defense, health, and then she gets the 5% mana bonus, which pushes her team power up to 935. Her passive Dispel on special skill, I really like that passive that they've included for some of these heroes, the Dispel passive. So when she casts her special skill, they dispel the newest status effect buff from all enemies. In terms of stats, 911, 847, 1818. So the stats are a bit more respectable now. In comparison, there's not a huge difference. I mean, a few points here and there, but nothing too extreme. So it looks like what's she gone for now? She's gone from being a sort of ninja fighter type chick to being a blacksmith now. Kind of an interesting choice, maybe a bit Gunner-esque. And her special skill, so running at average speed, she had the bleeding edge, which was 372 damage to the target. The thing about Kiona was this increase where she gets that sort of rage bulwark effect where she gives a 45% attack increase and a further 20% increase every time she's hit during the following 3 turns, and she gives that to herself and the nearby allies, which everybody thought was going to be amazing against Titans, but it wasn't. It just wasn't. And she wasn't very usable, and she's always kind of been a sort of hero that looks good on paper but never performs as you want her to. So yeah, I've not been a big fan of Kiona. I did have her for a while and I fed her away in a soul exchange because I couldn't stand her. Anyways, so the costume now deals 300% damage to the target. So we've got a lower amount of damage to the target. The caster and nearby get plus 45% attack. Sorry, guys. Oh, my goodness. I can't get her back now. There she is. So she deals 300% damage to the target now. And then they get 45% attack. That's the same. And the further 20% increase. Now it's during 4 turns. Every time they hit, so a longer duration for the attack increase for the caster and nearby, and then the element link 4% health for all dark allies for 6 turns, and the effect can't be dispelled. So pretty much exactly the same hero, just an extra turn on the increase in damage for the or in attack boost for the target and for the caster and nearby, and the passive with the dispel. Does that save Kiona from being a really lackluster hero? Unfortunately, I'm going to say it doesn't. I don't think that she's an excellent hero in any way, shape or form, and I think that you're going to be a bit disappointed if you do end up maxing her out. So because you do have the choice, I would definitely pick somebody else from these selected heroes that you can choose. I do like Ares actually because of the not just what he does, but I like the costume, the family bonus with the mana generation. And if you have pulled somebody like Costume Athena from the recent Soul Exchange, he might be a good pick because you can then benefit from an increase of 10% mana generation, which is awesome. Yeah, there's a few other good heroes from this portal that I would definitely choose over Kiona, and Perseus, who's a fantastic hero as well. So in summary, Nogu is just a monster. I'm loving that team power stat. So if you get him, you could be super proud of that. Congratulations to any of you who do manage to pull Nogu in this portal. He's going to be an insanely good hero. Kiona's a bit of a flash in the pan. She's not even going to make it to the pan, in fact. So yeah, congrats if you do manage to pull Nogu. Good luck in your summons. Please do let me know what your thoughts are, how you think this guy's going to perform. And please do drop us a like and subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss any future videos. That's it for now, guys. I'll see you all again next time. Bye for now.